So, in animations, setting a mood and atmosphere can do wonders in immersing your audience. One way is with lighting. Normally, color corrections and such are done in programs like After Effects, but we'll start simple since you can actually do it in Flash. What you see on screen, it's Flash only. So how do we go about doing that? You start off by making a gradient. The colors you choose will dictate the mood of the scene you're going for. So from the examples from before, you would use a dark blue and a lilac. For a sunset scene, you would want to use a deeper orange with a slight yellow. For a bright sunny day, you want to use a white with a pale yellow, or blue depending on how warm or cool you want the scene. Once that's done, scale it to the canvas using the Align window. Align by width, then height, then align it to the center. Parent it to the Animate camera. Next, you apply blend modes to it. Experiment to see what looks good. So for dark moody scenes, you can use Multiply like so. For brighter scenes, you might want to use Lighten, sometimes Hard Light, etc. See what works for you. Feel free to mess around with the opacity too. Now, you might think this is it, but no, there's more you can do. Another way is to add glow circles. Once again, the color should dictate the mood. These are used for lighting sources, so you want to use bright colors for these. For example, in the moonlit scene in this animation, you can use an alpha lilac with white like so, and then make that into a movie clip. Next, add a blend mode such as add, and then add the blur filters. Make sure it's a large amount and put it on the source. This also works with fire. If you use a more orange-yellow gradient, and then animate the circle so it scales like so, you can get a neat flicker. Keep in mind, if it's too large or too close to the camera, the filters may not register, and if you have too many, Flash will lag, so it's a good idea to hide these while you're animating. Likewise, you can Google some PNGs to get some lens flares or other lighting artifacts, and slap it into Flash with some blend modes, and boom, you get a nice looking scene like so. We're still not done. Remember, when it's raining, you should add rain or fog effects, and depending on how foggy the scene is, you can add clouds or smoke dust like so, and blur it to add to the mood. Atmosphere is a combination of these things. Remember to keep the depth of field with your objects. That means blurring things that aren't in focus to really enhance your series. And if you remember in our video about camera work, a contrast of sharp bright objects and blurred objects creates a nice picture to look at.